Candles, fibs, crosses, EMAs. It's the tools of the day trade. Don't be a noob and trade on websites that don't give you BitBoy bonuses. Click the link in the description to get set up on Bybit or Femex and get an insane sign-up bonus for being part of the Bit Squad. Leverage trade responsibly, but do it the right way on Femex or Bybit. Bonus details in the links below.
BitBoy Crypto Morning TA. Morning, everybody. It's November 15th, 2021. My name's Piano Matty B. That is Scaramucci's. This is your Morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano. Zamboni, bringing the data. The FOMO index has dipped to 72 from yesterday's 74. Bitcoin dominance is at 43.3%. 24-hour volumes at 90 billion. Seems low. The overall market cap is 2.88 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Over on the 4-hour chart, we've denied the percentages, broke up and out of our bear flag. Friday, we said that 64 was a crucial level of support to hold, and if we didn't, well, we would see 63K. Yeah, that big old nice round number, there she is. We also said that if this didn't hold, we may have to spin our Morrissey records, put on our black eyeliner, and goth down to 61.9. And well, we wicked down to 62.2. For heading back up and clutching for dear life. That 64K level basically all weekend long. Moshing up and down, back and forth until we ultimately broke out and up of that dastardly bear flag. Not only did we kiss the 20 moving average goodbye, but we blew by the 50 and have some nice distance between both. Our goal last week was to flip 65.8 from resistance to support, and that's where we are right now. And if we flip it, and it's this piano's humble opinion that there is a high probability that we do. Our next stop is 66.4. Now, 66.4 isn't a big deal. It's more like that little restaurant you always stop on the way to your cabin. It's not great, and it probably has some glaring health regulation offenses. But you always stop there out of family tradition, I suppose. After 66.4, we have 66.9, which is our next line of resistance. This is like the liquor store on the way to the cabin. We always stop there. It's not family tradition, it's more family necessity. Maybe the most important stop on the way to the old cabin. And it's one that we may visit multiple times before we continue up. And then, of course, there's the Xanadudian moment of 67.4. This is Blast Off Beach, my friends. This is where you ask your buddy, hey, do you mind if I drive the boat? He says, sure. And of course, you slam that throttle into turbo boost, then we all David Hasselhoff ourselves to 78K. Whoa, Piano Matty B, 78K again? Why, you gots to. I gots to, because that's what the old data says. I also wants to, because that's where I'd like to see it go. Call it a philosophical speculation of sorts. It's a combo of data and fundamentals confluencing the market zeitgeist at a favorable moment in time. It doesn't happen that often, but when it does, it can take a relative unknown like Arsenio Hall and turn him into a talk show household name overnight. Skidoo ya ooh, ooh, ooh. And although we'd all like to see it go there, there are many a slip between cup and lip. But it'll get there, my friends. A brief nod to the weekly chart and the historic weekly close above the previous all-time high. Not Not to mention the historic subsequent open above all-time highs. It's a couple of nice feathers in the old bull's hat, if you ask me. And as such, I'd like to give it an overdramatic salute that starts with a chin tilt. And join me if you're so darn tootin'. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected lead. That's right, it's a long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. That's E flat again, it's F sharp. Try it again, F sharp day. That's right. Bit boy, that's wrong too. Bit boy, crypto morning tea. Hey, whoa, a chit chit chit.